What's up, guys? It's your boy Vic. Now today I'm bringing you this Lightsworn ABC deck profile. It's a spin I'm working on. I haven't touched my Lightsworn deck in a while. Figured, I haven't touched my ABC deck in a while, and you know what? Why not merge them together? There's nothing wrong with that. If I mill the ABCs to grave, oh well, ABC Dragon Buster's on field, right? With a little bit of little text here and there in this deck right now. Still missing a lot of cards, but right now this is my my take on it, and about to get into this deck profile, guys. So let's get into it. To start off, 2 Judgment Dragons. If I had a third one, I'd run a third one. Yes, one's the ultra rare. The other one is common. This one's actually from the deck it actually had came out with at the time. But now let's continue on with this. I'm running 1 Jane. I really went back and forth between if I should run Jane or not. This, that, and third. I just want more names in the deck. And I don't want to play Jane at more than one. I'm trying to special with this deck as much as possible, one way or another, without milling myself to death. And actually, at the same time, I don't want to keep too many Lightsworn names on field. So, continuing. 3 Lumina. For those who don't know, Lumina's effect is once per turn, you can discard a card, then target a level 4 lower Lightsworn monster in your graveyard, special summon that target, and then once per turn during your end phase, send top 3 cards of your deck to your graveyard. Jane sends 2, Judgment sends 4. Now continuing on. 3 Raiden. Raiden's a homie, you know what I'm saying? Probably gonna do test hands after this to see how this deck does, just so you guys can see. 1 Lila, 1 Minerva. If I had 2 more Minerva, I'd play Minerva at 3. Probably would, probably wouldn't. I'm gonna test the deck out, see how it ends up really working. 1 Celestial, the Lightsworn Angel. Celestia, when you tribute summon this card by tributing a Lightsworn monster, you could send the top 4 cards of your deck to the graveyard, then target up to 2 cards your opponent controls, destroy them. And we got 2 Wolf. Don't want to open up with Wolf. Never want Wolf in hand. I almost ended up thinking about running Card Trader just to have the effect of, if I draw into Wolf, I just end up shuffling Wolf back into the deck. But 2 Wolves fine. Won't open up with it too much. 1 Felice, the Lightsworn Archer. If I had more Felice, I'd play more than 1 Felice. But right now I only have 1. So that's the end of the Lightsworns. Now to get into the ABCs. 2 ASO cores. 3 B Buster Drakes. 2 Sea Crush Wyverns. The reason I run 3 Buster is because if I end up with any of the ABCs in hand, I would rather have Buster Drake in hand, because for any reason, if Buster would be on field and sent from field to grave, I could end up searching for another Union monster, and etc., etc. At the same time, I don't want any of them in my hand. If I can, I would love to mill them all. 1 Fairy Tale Snow. I only have 1 Fairy Tale Snow. If I had 2 more, I would play 2 more, but right now I only have 1. 1 Dot Scraper. 2 Jet Synchrons. 1 Honest, just in case I have Honest. 1 Performance Juggler. 1 Performance Trick Clown. 1 Giant Rex. And 1 Glow Up Bulb. If I had Hat Tricker, I would play Hat Tricker. Yes, I already know. For those who would want to remind me of that. That was 31 monsters, guys. 31. Now onto the spells. 1 Terraforming for the field spell that I run. At the same time, if I don't run into any of these field spells, that's pretty fine with me. 3 Union Hanger for if I play Field Spell Union Hanger, add a Light Machine type Union Monster from deck to hand. I would probably end up adding Buster Drake, and then end up, since I'm Buster Drake, end up, equipping Buster Drake with Sea Crush Wyvern if I have ASL core in hand, and etc. Just to keep on the plays going. That way I have more, go into the ABCs quicker if I don't have them, end up sending them to grave a lot faster as well. 3 Charge the Light Brigade, you already know. 2 Solar Recharge, I can't find my third one. Once I find my third one, I'll redo this. 1 Reinforcement in the Army, 1 Foolish Burial, and 1 Gold Sarcophagus. Gold Sarcophagus would be for, end up trying to get Judgment Dragon to hand. I have other ways to get Judgment Dragon to hand as well, on top of Minerva and other things. 12 spells. 2 Storm Mirror Force. If I end up drawing into Mirror Force, I'd like to set Mirror Force, Storm Mirror Force face down, etc., etc. 2 Lightsworn Judgment. I don't want 3. I want at least 2 in this deck. I only run 2 Judgment Dragon right now. But if the chance of if I mill the Lightsworn Judgment, I'd like to mill Lightsworn Judgment. That way I get Judgment Dragon in the hand right away. And then, so on and so forth. 1 Jar of Avarice. For if I do draw it, and let's say I end up milling my Judgment Dragon, or any of the other cards that I really would like to have in hand, Jar of Avarice. Keep it on field. But right now I'm getting into my extra deck. That's way you guys can see the extra deck. 1 Abyss Dweller, 1 Bujute Tsukiyomi, 1 Minerva. I only have 1 Minerva, so 1 number 41 Buguska the Terribly Tired Tapir, and 3 ABC Dragon Busters, 1 Clearwing Synchro Dragon, 1 Michael, 1 Thought Ruler Archfiend, 1 Psyframe Lord Omega, 1 Scarlet Red Dragon Archfiend, 1 Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. Yes, I am able to make it in this deck. 1 Proxy Dragon, and also 1 Deco Talker. Mind you guys, this deck has no hand traps. I would think there'd be no reason for hand traps in a deck like this anyways, because this deck is like really essentially like heavy on milling. Awesome. Charge, Judgment Dragon, Giant Rex, Union Hanger, and Lumina. I'd go Charge first, then Lumina. With Lumina's effect, then send Giant Rex to grave. Yeah, let's see how this works. Charge the Light Brigade. Send 3 cards, a Assault Core, a Judgment Dragon Dam, Dot Scraper. This card sent to the graveyard, special summons card. Dot Scraper special. Union Hanger. Union Hanger's effect. Buster Drake. So far, guys, alright, I have 1 it's Judgment Dragon, so Judgment Dragon's not Lightsworn. Dot Scraper's on field. I'd go right away, let's see. I'm gonna keep Buster Drake in hand. just because I can, I'd Buster Drake. Right? Union Hanger. Now this is just dealing with the hand I have. I'm not really good with this deck, you know, guys. I'm just figuring this out, so work with me here. You know, I'm not gonna go with A right now. What we're gonna do is actually Sea Crush Wyvern. Right? Yeah. Gonna end up with ABC Dragon Buster Cannon, and then Deco Talker, and then Buster Cannon. Yep. Then Dot Scraper, be Buster Drake. Proxy Dragon. Now we're gonna chain these effects like so. Sea Crush Wyvern 1, be Buster Drake 2. You know, the chains work 1, 2, then Buster Drake goes first, and then Sea Crush Wyvern. So Buster Drake's effect. Add a Union monster from my deck to hand. A Soul Core. Sea Crush Wyvern's effect. Special summon A Assault Core. Then I'm gonna do these two. Then you're gonna end up with Deco Talker. This is why I have the giant Rex here, that way you can see the separation. Deco Talker. ASL Core's effect. With ASL Core, I can, let's see, description, add one Union monster from your graveyard to hand. I'm going to add a Assault Core from my graveyard to hand. The other one that I did in the beginning of the duel when I milled. And then I'm going to banish. We're going to put this over here as a banish zone, guys. Sorry guys, had to fix the camera. Banishing a Soul Core, Sea Crush Wyvern, and my B Buster Drake, and specialing ABC Dragon Buster. This field's just here, just set it up this way so you guys can see. Because my camera records pretty close and I'd like you guys to actually see the field. First turn ABC Dragon Buster, Deco Talker. This Deco Talker saving at 2800. ABC Dragon Buster, of course, sits at etc. Let's say my opponent's turn, they end up going trying to summon something. ABC Dragon Buster, I'm going to send my Giant Rex to grave and banishing that card my opponent controls. And I go to end their turn after, you know, hypothetically they said something, whatever. End their turn, and I draw a card. Raiden, Hand of the Lightsworn. So we're gonna do this. Summon Raiden. Right. Effect, during your main phase, send the top 2 cards of your... You send the top 2 cards of your deck to a graveyard. Raiden, and a Foolish Burial. I was hoping that it wouldn't be a Foolish Burial. But now I got... Already used Dot Scraper's Effect. And it was 1 Lightsworn, so he gained 200 attack, so he is now 1900 attack. And that's the ABC Dragon Busters effect. So I'm going to send... Not Lumina, I'm going to send a Assault Core. ABC Dragon Busters effect. And I know I have no ABCs in Grave, so I can't use a Soul Core's effect. Let's say they attack. End phase, Raiden's effect, meld 2. Solar Recharge and charge the Light Brigade. Damn. Okay. And end turn. Their turn, they're going to destroy Raiden. Let's say they destroy Deco Talker. That's okay. Ending turn, beginning turn. Okay. Yep. Normal Lumina. Lumina's effect, I'm going to send Minerva. Target level 4 lower Lightsworn monster in your grave, add it to your hand. Actually special summon the target. So then I'm going to special Raiden. Right? Raiden's effect, milling 2. Nothing. Nah, I know what changes I need to do this deck. Then I'm going to... It's 2 monsters so far on grave. There are different names. GB3. Whoop. I'm scooping this game. So in this deck profile, I'm actually going to be chucking that.
Chucking that. Chucking one of that. Chucking one of that. Just chucking that. Chucking you. Keeping you. We're just going to chuck you, period. So that makes us now...
42 card deck. We're going to test this out like this. I took out the 2 Storming Mirror Forces, the Charge of the Light Brigade, so now it's 2 Charge of the Light Brigades. Took out the Terraforming since I only ran it at 1. Took out the Roto, and actually took out Jane, because I only ran 1 Jane in this deck anyways. So we're going to see how this does now. Going to try to speed this up. Want more monsters to be milled. But at the same time, I want cards milled that are going to go off to special and etc. Because that's what I want. Once I actually get like the Predator Plant Engine, the Predator Plant Engine is going to be going in here. Still need to get my Mizukis and solitaires. I had a solitaire and traded it off. I wish I didn't do that. But yeah, we're about to see how this deck does now that I took out all that stuff that isn't needed. I mean, I thought it was, but it's not. So that's fine. You know, it is what it is. So we're gonna check this out now. Because I don't want to give you guys a deck profile that isn't good. Oh yeah, and I took out a union hanger. So that's 2 union hangers in this deck. Keeping that giant Rex right there. That way that's like the field center. Let's see here. Somebody breaks down the deck. Three, 4, 5. Not too bad, but not the best hand. Jar of Avarice, Judgment Dragon, Union Hanger, Sea Crush Wyvern, and an Honest. Not exactly the hand I probably want to open up with in a local, but you know, we're going to play this out and see how it is. Union Hanger, right? Because we want a Soul Core, right? We're not going to summon a Soul Core. What we're going to do is bait out our opponent. Sea Crush Wyvern. Union Hanger's effect. Go for Buster Drake. Right. Equipping Buster Drake to her to Crush Wyvern, and now Crush Wyvern is unaffected by spell effects. We're gonna set Jar of Avarice just to bait out our opponent, to make them think it's something little, something's going on, like a Mirror Force or something. Got Honest in hand. So let's say I end my turn, right? My opponent's gonna go to attack Sea Crush Wyvern. Let's say they don't fall for this. They're like, ha, whatever. I'm gonna attack it. They're like, Honest, what's up? Blow up whatever they attacked you with. You just Honest one of their creatures. So they're like, alright, never mind. End my turn, whatever, blah. So yeah, cool. Draw, Raiden. Activate Buster Drake. Unequip the special. Union Hanger's effect. I'm gonna go into I'm gonna quick Sea Crush Wyvern to it. Just cause, right? Just cause. At this point, we don't want our opponent, inflicting damage to you. So you want to switch Sea Crush Wyvern to defense mode. I should have special Buster Drake in defense mode, but that's fine. I don't care. I don't. And then I'm gonna normal Raiden. Raiden's effect. Mill 2. Lumina. Foolish Burial. That's fine. No biggie. Whatever. It's all good. Now, still got Judgment Dragon in hand and AS Soul Core. So what I'm going to do with this field is I ended up figuring out that the ABCs, they're not once per turn's effects, by the way. They're last part of their effect, you know, if they're sent from field to grave, which is something interesting to me. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to... Nope, I'm going to keep that. So we're going to do... Yeah, we're going to do that. Secret Wyvern and Raiden. Since it has no equips. We're going to go into Proxy Dragon. So you got Secret Wyvern's effect going off. So we're going to special a Assault Core. Right? Boom, that's that. Alright. Now, I already used Union Hanger once already before for Buster Drake, so I can't activate it anymore this turn, so we're just going to flip that one upside down. That way I know that that's used. Now we're going to do Proxy Dragon and Buster Drake, which also means Secret Wyvern gets sent to grave. But for right now, we're going Deco Talker. Then we're chaining Secret Wyvern 1, Buster Drake 2. So we're going to add to hand, just because I can, Buster Drake. Right? Yeah. If I had Utopia, the Lightning, I would play the Utopia package, but I don't have that, so I apologize, guys. Since he's in hand, Secret Wyvern's effect, last Champard Chain, Buster Drake, and that's that right now. And now we're going to do yep, that's what we're going to do. Okay. C, B, and A. ABC Dragon Buster. Yep. Now we're sitting on a Buster Drake in defense mode, ABC Dragon Buster, and Deco Talker all in this turn. Deco Talker sitting at 2,800. Actually, third 300 because he's also pointing at Buster Drake, so he gained another additional 500. So he's at 3,300, 3,000 in attack, and 1,800 defense. Let's say in their turn, let's say they attack Buster Drake, of course. Because Buster Drake was the weakest thing on field, so we're going to search for I already used 2 C's. So, yep. Assault Core. Now, only other thing in here left is a Buster Drake. So you gotta make sure you keep that in mind, guys, because since I'm running the 232 package, I always have to keep that in mind. I could always tag out my ABC Dragon Buster for, you know, all 3 of them in the special back, which wouldn't be a bad thing, especially if I ran more links, but I don't in this deck. Especially since I don't have Saryuja and board loading them. If I did, I would, but don't. So, you know, work with what you got. And let's say my opponent will place main phase 2. They're gonna play like this is Gargano diagrams or something. It's like Dragon Buster, a Sunday Assault Core. I could choose to activate a Assault Core or not. And I choose not to. And they end their turn after that. Draw phase. Raiden. Normal Raiden. Raiden's effect, Melt 2. Solar Recharge. Celestia. Only one engrave is Raiden and Celestia. And just because I can, B, C, Contact, ABC Dragon Buster. And I milled one with his effect of Celestia. So he gains a 200 boost, so he's sitting at 1,900. So I'm sitting on two 3,000s, a 3,300, and a Raiden. And a face down be a Jar of Avarice, which I can activate at any point in this game. Like right now, I could do it. Target 5 cards in graveyard, shuffle all 5 in the deck, and draw a card. Jar of Avarice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Putting Proxy Dragon back onto the deck. The extra deck. Put these here. Shuffle this up. Gold Sarcophagus. Gold Sarcophagus. Just because I can, just because I will. I'm going to choose JD, that way I don't send JD. And let me see what this video is at right now. "39 minutes, holy sheesh." Well, guys, as you can see, this is how the deck runs. As a potential OTK right there, and have one JD in hand and one that just went into after, you know, my second standby phase. Still gonna be working on this deck, that way I could give you a very dope deck profile of an ABC Lightsworn. I think this deck has a lot of potential. I do know I'm running too much of like almost everything and not going into the cards that I want to see potentially. Like all of my potential dump cards, or you know, things that I want to go into is like Gold Bulb, Snow, Jet Synchron, Damage Juggler, Wolf, 3 spells, JD, Giant Rex, Lightsworn Judgment, another Wolf, Dot Scraper I did do, and you know, the ABC cards. So gotta work on this deck a lot. Well, for now, guys, thank you guys for watching. Love you guys. And this video is too long, and I apologize, so peace.